Good morning, students. In the last class, we discussed regarding carbohydrate and started its classification. So, we are discussing regarding classification of carbohydrates. Okay. But one thing I marked, if the video is becoming lengthy, then you are not watching it completely. बहुत जन अल्प अल्प देखी छाड़ी दौच. So from today onwards, I will be posting only short videos. कहीं ना तुम्हें चाहूँ तुम्हें details से देखो. You go through it in details. If the video becomes lengthy like 35 minutes or 32 minutes, then you are not watching it properly. So henceforth, I will be uploading only short videos. So we are discussing regarding classification of carbohydrates. Classification of carbohydrates. Okay. So in the last class we started only one on the basis of functional group. You know, carbohydrate can have two different type of functional group. One is aldehyde group, another is a ketone group. Okay. So based on this, the carbohydrates can be of two types depending on the functional groups. Then point 2, on the basis of next basis of classification, on the basis of number of carbon atoms. Number of carbon atoms. So depending on the number of carbon atoms present in the carbohydrate, they are named differently and their properties are different from each other. So next basis of classification will be on the basis of number of carbon atoms they have. So before that we will learn how to write down their names. Suppose a carbohydrate is having let us say 4 carbon atoms. We have taken the case of 6. So suppose a carbohydrate is having 4 carbon atoms plus aldehyde group. Aldehyde is the functional group. Then how it will be named? Now 4 plus aldehyde group means it is having another carbon, CHO. So what will be named? The total number of carbon atom becomes 4 carbon atoms are here plus 1 more carbon, so 5. So for aldehyde groups or aldehyde functional group, the prefix will be aldo. The prefix will be aldo. Similarly, for ketone functional groups, the prefix will be keto. So prefix will be keto for ketone functional groups and aldo for aldehyde functional groups. Okay. So 4 carbon atoms plus 1 carbon atom in the functional group. Total it makes it 5 carbon atoms. So 5 means pent. So what will be its name? Na aldo. Prefix को इसे आगे aldehyde group बचे हुए prefix will be aldo. Then there are total 5 carbon atoms. That means pent. Pent for 5 carbon atoms. Then plus OS. OS means sugar. I told you in the last class. This OAC suffix stands for sugars. OAC means sugars. So 4 carbon atoms plus 1 carbon atom in the functional group, total 5 carbon atoms. That's why it is pent. So pent gives number of carbon atoms. This is the prefix for aldehyde group, aldehyde functional group. Then OAC means it's sugar. So this is how generally the carbohydrates are named depending on the number of carbon atoms. Okay. Then suppose there will be 4 carbon atoms, but the functional group will be changed. So suppose it contains ketone as the functional group. Okay, ketone means you know it's bifunctional. C double bond O, this one. So let us see what will be named. So when it has aldehyde, the prefix was aldo. For ketones, the prefix will be keto. So the name will be keto for ketone functional group. Then number of carbon atoms 4 here, again one more here. It is chapter thela, it gote hala 5. So keto, then pent for 5 carbon atoms. Then obviously last one is OH. So it is ketopentose, because again this is the prefix for ketone group or ketone functional group. Then this is the number of carbon atoms, and OAC stands for sugar. Okay. So this is how the naming is done. Okay. So next we will be taking some examples. Okay. So students, next we will try to learn some names based on the number of carbon atoms. So starting from carbon atom number 3 to 7, we will discuss only these things. So when there are 3 carbon atoms, obviously the common name would be tri. Tri for 3. Tri-OH means it is a sugar containing 3 carbon atoms. So what will be the general formula? One of the general formula is CnH2ON. So C3H6O3. So what should be the name when aldehyde? So aldose means the functional group is aldehyde, and ketose means the functional group is ketone. So for aldehyde functional group, as I told you just recently, what will be the name? Now aldotriose. It will be aldotriose, and its common name will be glycerose. So naming would be like this: aldotriose, whose common name will be glycerose. Similarly, it is a keto group, so it will be ketotriose, whose general name will be glycerin. Similarly, carbon atom number 4, general formula will be C4H8O4. Again I told you CnH2ON. So name will be tetrose, that means a sugar or carbohydrate containing 4 carbon atoms. So what will be the name? Now aldo tetrose, which common name will be erythrose. Then here it is ketotetrose. Ketotetrose, common name will be erythrulose. Okay. Aldotetrose, common name is erythrose. Ketotetrose, common name is erythrulose. Similarly, when the number of carbon atom becomes 5, it becomes pentose, C5H10O5. Okay. So it will be aldopentose, common name will be ribose. Okay. Similarly, it will be ketopentose. When ketone is the functional group, the name will be ketopentose, whose common name is ribose. Okay. Hexose means 6 carbon atoms. A carbohydrate containing 6 carbon atoms will be known as hexose, C6H12O6. So this is the task for you, because in the last class I have already discussed what will be the general name and what will be the common name. I have already discussed. So I am leaving it blank. General name lekhibo and common name lekhibo. I have discussed everything in the last class. So when the number of carbon atom is 6, you have to write down their general naming. जो pattern ने कहली aldo keto करिकी general naming भी lekhibo, common name भी lekhibo. You know both of them. Then coming up to heptose. Hep means 7. So obviously number of carbon atoms will be 7. Then formula will be C7H14O7. Okay. So this will be aldoheptose. This will be aldoheptose. Common name is glucoheptose. Okay. Similarly, it will be ketoheptose, whose common name is sodoheptulose. So this is how the normal naming and general naming is done, and this is the task for you. You have to write down what will be the common name and what will be the naming of these two carbohydrates containing aldehyde group and ketone group containing 6 carbon atoms. Okay, so this is the assignment for you. You write down the names and send it to me. Okay, then next we'll go to next basis of classification, that is based on the number of products in hydrolysis. Okay, so next students, as you can see, we'll go to next basis of classification on the basis of number of products of hydrolysis. So next basis is number of products of hydrolysis. So if this is the basis, how many products are formed when these carbohydrates are hydrolyzed? Hydrolyzed means added to water. Its reaction with water is hydrolysis. So based on this, I have already told you the carbohydrates can be of 3 types. Okay, can be of 3 types. What କହିଥିଲି ମନେ ଅଛି? Monosaccharides, then oligosaccharides, and polysaccharides. So based on the number of products they give, they are named as monosaccharides, oligosaccharides, and polysaccharides. I have already told you, mono means one, and its saccharide has come from the word saccharon. Saccharon means sugar. Saccharide has come from the word saccharon, which means sugar. So monosaccharide means clearly it gives only 1 unit. So it has only 1 unit of carbohydrate, and therefore what is the main plus point of it? It does not because they do not. So do not undergo hydrolysis. Do not undergo hydrolysis. Why? Because they have only 1 unit present in them. They do not undergo any sort of hydrolysis. Then oligosaccharides. Oligo means a few. I already told you oligo means a few. Then saccharides again is sugar. Saccharon means sugar. That means oligosaccharides are those carbohydrates which produce a few. And you have to remember that number. A few means 2 to 10. You have to clearly remember the numbers. They produce or they give 2 to 10 units of carbohydrates when they undergo hydrolysis. Similarly, so what they do? Now they produce 2 to 10 units of carbohydrates on hydrolysis. So when hydrolysis is done, they will produce 2 to 10 units of carbohydrates. So that's why they are known as oligosaccharides. And you know, poly means many. And again, saccharon means sugar. So obviously the name is clear. Polysaccharide means they contain more units of your carbohydrates. So what they do? Many means you have to remember greater than 10. Kaiki na oligo limit keta thila 10. So it has to be greater than 10. So they will give more than 10 units of carbohydrates on hydrolysis. So they give or they produce more than 10 units of carbohydrates on hydrolysis. So that's why they are called polysaccharides. Okay, that's why they are called polysaccharides. Okay, examples: monosaccharides we have discussed a lot. That is glucose, fructose, etc. Glucose, fructose, they are monosaccharides. काहेकि ना they do not undergo hydrolysis. hydrolysis हेई परिबो नाही. ताहले एठी कि आसबे सुक्रोज, माल्टोज, lactose, etc. So एबा एग्जांपल सब लेखो. एग्जांपल ये वाला एग्जांपल ताला आसबे पॉलीसैकेराइड का कहबा ना. एग्जांपल हला स्टार्च, सेलुलोज, ग्लाइकोजन etc. Glycogen. So this is how they are divided into three types: monosaccharides, which do not undergo hydrolysis; oligosaccharides, they undergo hydrolysis but produce only 2 to 10 units of carbohydrates. They undergo hydrolysis, polysaccharides, but they produce many units. Many means more than 10 units. So these are the examples. So glucose, fructose, you know the formula is C6H12O6. This is their formula. Glucose and fructose, sucrose, maltose, lactose, C12H22O11. This is the formula. Then general formula of polysaccharides. General formula of polysaccharides will be C6H10O5N. So it's a biopolymer. It is a large or macromolecule. We have already discussed polymers. So it's a large or macromolecule which contains large number of small units of carbohydrates, where N varies from 100 to 300. N varies from 100 to 300. So they are large your carbohydrates which contain large number of small units of carbohydrates. Okay. So another example you can take here: ribose, monosaccharide. Another example which will be required quickly will be ribose. Ribose is C5H10O5. Then in the last class I have given you another example: deoxyribose. That means ribose minus 1 oxygen. That is C5H10O4. So this is how you have to remember the formula. Then how to remember this general formula? I am giving you a trick. So what is the formula of glucose? Now C6H12O6. So you just deduct one water molecule. Kete hijo dekho C6H10O5. Then put N here. So this is how you can remember the formula of what? You can remember the general formula of your polysaccharides. Okay. So students, next is the fourth basis of classification on the basis of sweetness. Already. So there are some carbohydrates which are sweet in taste. So they are called sugars, and there are also some carbohydrates which are not sweet at all. So they are called non-sugars. So sweetness measured में, so sweetness criteria में if we divide the carbohydrates, then the carbohydrates will be of two types. कौन? Now sugar which are sweet in taste, and non-sugar which are not sweet in taste. Okay. So on the basis of sweetness, the carbohydrates can be of two types. दुई प्रकार ही परिबो. Sugar जो माने मीठा लागुचो तो कहबा sugar, जो माने पाटी को मीठा लागिबे तो कहबा non sugar. Okay. So all monosaccharides and oligosaccharides are crystalline solids, are crystalline and soluble in water they are sweet in taste. Okay, ताले मन रखिबो को माने sugar ना समस्त monosaccharide और oligosaccharide. I already given you so many examples. Your glucose, fructose, maltose, lactose, they all are sweet in taste. They are crystalline in nature and easily or readily soluble in water, and they are sweet in taste. So they are called sugars. And rahila ke na all polysaccharides are amorphous and insoluble in water. And are tasteless. ସେମାନେ ମିଠା ଲାଗିବେ ନାହିଁ. So they are called non-sugar. Okay, so this is the next basis of classification. You can easily cite the examples. एटी एग्जांपल ले दो कौन ना ग्लूकोज, फ्रुक्टोज, लैक्टोज, माल्टोज जहां पाइबो दे दी चले एग्जांपल. देन नॉन सुगर कैसे पॉलीसैकेराइड, स्टार्च, ग्लाइकोजन, सेलुलोज, गम्स, दे आर एग्जांपल ऑफ polysaccharides which are non-sugar. Okay. Then the last basis of classification, students, on the basis of reducing nature. Okay. So if the basis is reducing nature, then the carbohydrates can be of two types. Paisa already. Kaun now reducing sugar, and non-reducing sugar. Non-reducing sugar. Okay. So this is the last basis of classification. So which can reduce your failing solution and tolerance reagents? They are reducing sugar. Which cannot reduce your failing solution and tolerance reagent? They are non-reducing sugars. Okay. So carbohydrates containing free aldehyde or ketonic group can reduce क्या करिवे मन रखियो दुटा नाम टॉलेंस रिएजेंट and failing solution FEHLING failing solution and therefore are known as reducing sugar. काहे करि परछन साने because they contain free aldehyde or ketonic group in them. Example केवल मन रखिबो सुक्रोज को छाडी कि बाकी सुगर लिखि दो तले एग्जांपल लिखिबो ग्लूकोज, फ्रुक्टोज, सुक्रोज को छाडीबा त के रहला लैक्टोज, maltose, etc. So these sugars, because they contain free aldehyde or ketonic group, later on we will be discussing what is free aldehyde or ketone group, can reduce tolerance reagent and failing solution. Example one rakhibo except sucrose, all these sugars can reduce failing solution and tolerance reagent, and therefore they are known as reducing sugars. Okay, tahale non reducing ka kora the carbohydrates which cannot reduce carbo again कौन ना tolerance reagent and failing solution are called non reducing sugars. जो माने करि परिबा नहीं which cannot reduce, they are called non reducing sugars. Example kon कहली sucrose. Example मन रखिबो. Example is sucrose. So in each case you have to cite some examples. Each example तुमको देବାକୁ पड़िबो. So this is how they are classified. So this is regarding classification of carbohydrates which we discussed today. So in the next class we will be discussing regarding in details regarding monosaccharides, oligosaccharides and polysaccharides. This is for today. Thank you very much.